The Minelab GPX detectors are simply the most powerful gold prospecting machines ever created in the world. The GPX 4800 features 6 different timings, while the 5000 features 8 different timings, making them the perfect choice for gold prospecting anywhere. Both machines feature Minelab's unique pulse induction technologies, including DVT, or dual voltage technology, and SETA, smart electronic timing alignment, plus automatic ground balance and noise canceling to get you out hunting in minutes. So now let's take a look at the control panels of both the GPX 4800 and the 5000.
Pressing the auto-tune button will start the auto-tune process, which scans a range of detecting frequency channels to find the one with the least electrical interference. The threshold is the background hum of the detector. This control adjusts the volume of the threshold tone. The GPX 5000 and 4800 both have 3 search mode switch positions. The GPX 5000 has deep, general, and custom. The GPX 4800 has deep, general, and high mineral. General search mode on both detectors is the best mode for most detecting conditions and is recommended to be your primary search mode. The deep mode on both the 5000 and the 4800 should be used when you're detecting a small area very slowly. Deep mode is adjusted to be used in a very slow sweep speed to provide maximum detecting depth on large targets. Custom mode on the GPX 5000 is an open position which allows you to select one of 4 additional search modes. This is one of the GPX 5000's advanced options, which you'll become familiar with after you learn the basics. The high mineral mode on the GPX 4800 is used to help stabilize the detector in highly mineralized ground, but still remain sensitive to small and deep targets. Soil timings allows you to change the electronic timing of the detector to optimize performance for different soil types and target types. The Coil RX switch lets you change the transmit and receive fields of the coil. The ground balance function compensates for ground mineralization where you're searching for targets. The coil connector plugs the coil wire into the control box. Smart Point is the connection point for the Quick Track button located on the handle. These are the rear control panels of the GPX 5000 and 4800. At the top is the LCD display, which will show you all of the menu functions and settings. It also has a backlight that activates when you adjust settings. The Function Select knob scrolls up and down through the list of functions within the menu, which is displayed on the LCD screen. Once the function has been selected with the Function Select knob, the Setting knob lets you adjust the setting within that particular function. The on-off switch turns the detector on and off and is also used to reset the machine to the factory presets. The battery connector connects the control box to the battery, which also contains the headphone jack and the amplifier.
Let's go through the quick start procedures of the GPX 4800 and 5000. We're going to choose the general search mode, the soil timing of normal, and depending upon the coil that you're using, either a double D or a mono coil. I'm using a GPX 5000 with a mono coil, so I'm going to choose the mono mode and make sure you're in the fixed ground balance. Now the threshold and the auto tune, those are features that we'll use when we get to the other side of the machine. So let's go take a look at the back panel now. With the advanced technologies of the Minelab GPX 4800 and 5000, in the quick start mode, there are no other changes that need to be made to the rear control panel. The only thing we need to do now is noise cancel and ground balance the machine. First, turn your GPX series detector on by flipping the switch down. After a moment, the machine will make a loud noise, and once it's done that, it's now ready to noise cancel. Holding the detector about 20 inches off the ground with the coil vertical, you're going to make a half circle, listening for interference. And that interference is going to change the threshold sound that you hear. It'll probably get a little bit faster, or it could get slower. Do you hear that change? That's a point of interference. But we're going to continue to make the circle, or make the half circle, just to make sure that there's not a louder point somewhere else. And there's not. So we're going to come back to this point, press the black auto tune button, and it takes about 60 seconds for the machine to go through the 256 different channels. And what we're doing right now is we're eliminating the EMI, electromagnetic interference, that's caused by power lines, aircraft, even other detectors that could be on the other side of this hill. So we'll go through the 60 seconds, and once we're done, the machine will beep 3 times. Noise canceling is complete. The GPX series detector has automatically picked the proper channel to give you the least amount of noise. So now let's set our threshold to where we have just a slight hum. Pretty quiet. And you hear just a little bit of noise within the threshold, just kind of like little bumps. Now let's ground balance it. Set the coil directly on the ground. The first time you ground balance in the day, you'll use your track fix button. Now the machine's already in the fix mode, so we're going to start pumping the coil up and down about 1 to 4 inches off the ground and flip it from the fix mode to the tracking mode. You hear the machine stabilize? That's perfect ground balance. Now once it's stabilized, flip it back into the fix mode, readjust your threshold just a little bit, and you're ready to detect. As you need to ground balance any other time during the day, instead of using the fixed tracking switch, just use the green button. Start pumping the machine up and down, press the green button. When the machine stabilizes, release, and continue hunting. That's all there is to it, to ground balancing and quick starting the GPX 5000.